going to answer a lot of y'all's DMs, okay? I had to stop building with someone who couldn't build themselves. And this is what set me free, okay? I'm going to help y'all out. I'm going to give y'all an experience. Y'all always wonder, how do you do it? So, I remember the moment it hit me. I was sitting there, deep in love, deep in vision, and then I just realized I was just building with someone who didn't even start building within themselves, healing themselves, doing the work. And woo! I was mad at first. I was mad at them. I was mad at me. But really, I was just mad at the fact that I kept hoping that love alone would fix what was unhealed. I thought if I just showed up enough, gave my little lighthearted energy, gave enough grace, gave enough understanding, overstanding, all of it, they would just kind of like meet me there. But the gag is, you can't love someone into wholeness. It doesn't work like that. And I am living proof, okay? I tried. I gave. I waited. I fought for the future that I visually saw. But baby, I was the only one holding the damn hammer. I was building dreams for 2 people, okay? And they were barely even showing up with nails. So, at first I felt it was magical. It was fast, it was passionate, it was deep. It's kind of like we were finally speaking the same language at one point until they stopped. They just stopped understanding me. The text started slowing up. They didn't talk the same. They didn't move the same. The connection just started feeling a little foggy. Like we didn't know going left or going right what we was doing. Until I finally realized I was just explaining my worth to someone who should have recognized it the moment I stood beside they motherfucking ass. And I knew that wasn't it. But I didn't walk away right away. I just paused. That pause was so divine. That pause just saved my ass. That pause, it taught me that when someone can't hear you clearly, it's not always because you're yelling too loud or you're trying to just justify everything that you got going on, trying to prove your worth. Sometimes it's because they're not even tuned into your frequency. So what do? I stopped preaching. I stopped texting all the time, sending paragraphs, trying to explain what I needed. I stopped writing the love letters. I just stopped. I let silence speak for me. Guess what? Guess what the fuck happened? It told me everything that I needed to know. I was always told, watch what someone would rather do. You don't give your energy. And I watched how they move without my energy, consistently and constantly filling all the gaps. And I saw how quiet they got when I just stopped keeping the connection alive. It's like, what are we doing? That silence right there, that silence was truth, okay? It was so loud. And I never got the closure that I wanted at the time, but I got something better. I got dignity. I got my self-respect. I walked away with my head held high, even though it was hard as fuck. And don't get me wrong, I cried. I questioned myself. I even thought maybe I was, the one asking for too much and justifying why they did what they were doing. Trying to be optimistic about it. But nah. What I asked for was the bare minimum, and I never ask for shit. I'm a doer. I always like to do everything, and I always depend on myself. My mom said, you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. I just wanted consistency, communication, trust, loyalty, growth, emotional safety. They couldn't even give that. You know why? Because they never gave that to themselves. They were still battling demons that I didn't even create. They were still running from mirrors they refused to look into. That's all it was. And there I was, reflecting back to them their greatness and telling them how good they looked, how much I loved them. Always just loving real hard. But at the end of the day, they were just afraid of their own light. So they started dimming mine. I started forgetting about the things that I like to do and my passions. I just dropped everything for this person. And one day I woke up, and it wasn't sadness that hit me, it was more so clarity. It was clear as day. I realized I had stopped being me, soft, glowing, magnetic, just to make space for someone who didn't know how to show up for me. Like, I was playing the healer, the builder, the lover, the protector. That shit drained the fuck out of me. That'll drain you when you do that. So I did what most won't. I did what most won't do. I stopped trying to save what was never mine to fix. And I put that energy that I was given to them back all into me. Started working out again, started pouring into myself. I started doing my rituals, my routines, my glow up, my body, my dreams, whatever it was. And on top of that, I got quiet, I got still, I got powerful. I just let my inner guidance just take me, even though it was scary and unknown. And to the one who's watching this, maybe in the same place as I was, I need you to hear me real clear right now. Okay? Stop building more with someone who hasn't built within. Stop translating silence into they must care but just don't know how to do it. Stop playing both roles in a relationship. It's supposed to be a partnership. Y'all supposed to come together. It's supposed to be the icing on top of the cake. And you're not crazy for wanting depth. Okay? You're not too much. You're not intense. You're just finally aligned with the version of you that refuses to shrink anymore. And to the person who thought I would keep showing up no matter how much they withdrew, thank you. Thank you. You showed me where I ended and where my standards began. Period. And I didn't lose anything. I feel like I gained everything. I gained clarity. I gained peace, my dignity. I gained the version of me I was always becoming. So, no, I don't hate them. I don't resent them. Never needed revenge. I just know now you don't chase what's divinely meant. You just attract it by being whole. and you release anything that makes you forget your power. So if you're in this space right now, if you're going through this, okay, and if maybe you have already gotten out of it, but you're still trying to figure out what to do, pause. Just pause. Recalibrate. Let them show you who they are without you saving them and over pleasing and giving up all your damn energy. And if you're listening, yeah, you got to let them know, like, I loved you, but I chose me. And that choice is going to free everything. So I love you. I hope this video brings you some clarity, because some people may have, there could be some codependency issues, or you just might be scared to lose everything and start over again and go through the whole rigmarole. But you can't be afraid to be alone. So I love you, if nobody told you today.